What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at one of Sitka's first big upgrades for the 2020 whitetail line, the Tool Bucket. Alright guys, so today is going to be my unboxing for the 2020 SITKA Tool Bucket. Similar to my tool belt review that you've probably already seen, I was planning on taking this guy right out of the box and just instantly playing with it for a couple minutes and then doing a unboxing reactionary video, but there's so much going on that it took me a day to play with it, load it with some things, really kind of dive down into it to see what everything was. So we're going to look at this in a couple of different phases like we did the tool belt. So we're going to get the camera real close, show you everything. I've been able to put a few of my own stuff in here out of my old toolbox pack, and I can just tell you that taking my gear out of my old pack and putting it into the new pack just got me really excited about the upcoming whitetail season. Can't wait to use this guy, and I can't wait to show you some of these really cool features that Sitka has come up with. They definitely put a lot of brains behind upgrading this pack. They didn't just upgrade the pack just to upgrade it like they did some other products, Stratus jacket, but this guy, they really went above and beyond. So let's dive into it. All right guys, so now we're going to dive into the 2020 Sitka Gear Tool Bucket. So the Tool Bucket is 1,800 cubic square inches of storage space. I'm pretty sure that's the same amount of storage space as the previous Tool Bucket, even though this pack feels a lot bigger. I think it utilizes the space better, and we're going to look at why. So just like its predecessor, it's going to have the same T-lock design here in the front. You're going to be able to open the pack up, and you're still going to have the same ring right here in the top. Only this time you have a strap to hang from the outside, and you're going to have no strap to hang from the inside. And that was a big thing with the last one. You're able to hang from the inside to get into this guy. They've made the area around the ring more beefy so that you can actually hang the pack from here, and it's almost going to open up like you have those behind the door toiletry bags. So right off the rip, still has the same design. You'll notice the same design to the top entry to the pack, but you'll notice it doesn't come down as far. The predecessor comes all the way down here, which left all this flop in here, and we don't have that with the new one. It's much more streamlined, and while this doesn't have an internal frame pack, the cargo box is the new one from Sitka that has the internal frame pack that you can separate and sandwich a stand in between the pack and the frame. The tool bucket doesn't have that, but it still has more of a frame than its predecessor. I put them both on today, so I didn't like how the old one would just kind of flop over and die. This guy stays more upright. I'm very happy about that. So let's just look at some of the outside things here on the front before we get down into the pack itself. So as we talked about, we already have the ring here. We're going to have two compartments up here on the top. One, we're just going to zip right open. It only zips on this quarter right here, which I really like. You can put your hand in here, covers this whole top of the pack. This is where I'm going to be putting things like my bow release, keys, phone, things like that. It zips right up. It's got a nice beefy zipper here, no issues. All right, so one of my favorite features of this pack is the ability to have your pull cord in this little hidden compartment up here. So I have a D-ring connected right here on this strap. Disconnect it as you go to climb up the tree, connect this to your belt, and it's just gonna pull right out of this guy here. As you go, it's gonna pull. Comes out nice and smooth. I'm very impressed by that. It's tied right here, and it's gonna pull the whole pack up. Now when you get done, you're gonna have to pack it all back in here, so I don't know how old that's gonna get. I've done it a few times already. I guess I'll get better at it, but as far as being comfortable and convenient and getting your pack up in the tree, that's a pretty cool feature. Continuing on the front here, we have a T-post design that's actually controlled farther down this time. So it's able to secure very nicely. We have a piece of bungee here and over here that we'll look at here in a minute for what the purposes are for those. We are going to have 2 outside mesh pockets, just like on the last one, except on the last one they were down to about here and they were gray and nothing stayed in them very well. But if you'll notice, these come up pretty high and they hold stuff really well. On this outside pocket here, I have my SITKA waterproof pack cover, reversible pack cover. I'll have a review for that. That fits perfectly right down in here with no issues at all. So continuing on the outside, you're gonna have 2 straps that go across this guy from the left to the right. And you're gonna see this fabric here. They're not just straps, it's actual fabric with these triangles cut. And the whole point of these is so that when you take your gun or your bow or your stand or climbing sticks or anything like that, you're able to actually take them, run right through here, cinch it down, and then come over here and finish the buckle. So if this was your gun, if this was your bow, it would actually be have a loop around it, top and bottom, to where you would have less give. You're not hanging it up on your sights, you're not getting it hung on the trigger guard, on the scope, anything like that. You can tighten this down and it actually will hold it into place. This is a really cool feature. That's one of the things I was talking about, where they really put some time and thought into this guy. They know you're going to want to carry a bow on your back. They know you're going to carry sticks. They know you're going to carry your rifle, and this is going to allow things to be much more secure, to keep your gear safe, and also to keep you safe. So let's continue around the exterior to the front of the pack, or the back of the pack, depends on which way you want to look at it. Straps are nice and beefy here. We have a very similar padding system here to allow air to come down through your spine. You have a pad for the lower part of your back. There actually is no waist belt, which is fine. This isn't a full-on hiking pack. This is a day pack. You're going to be able to run any hydration tubes that you want through here. You're going to be able to adjust your breast buckles and full adjustment of the shoulder straps. So going to have a small pocket right here, something like a wind indicator, anything like that. So here on the outside of the pack, we're going to have these nice deep mesh compartments that we talked about. We're also going to have 2 additional straps right here and an additional cloth storage area. So this would be great for climbing sticks, shooting sticks. Maybe you're one of those that carries the one of the big I forget what Yeti even calls them. It's like a tumbler, but you can close the top on it, so you don't lose all your storage space right here. The mesh, you have an additional deep pouch right there, which I think is really cool. So let's get into this pack now. I think you're going to like some of the new features. So we have our standard ring system here, so we can hang from the ring, and we're going to have 3 mesh compartments right across here, or 2 mesh compartments. So I have things like chapstick, wind indicator, headphones. I have additional broadheads, some collars for my broadheads, some refills for my dead downwind. We'll get into this little guy in just a second, what's in there. So flip this open. As you can see, if you have the old pack, this would all be open for the world to see. Maybe you didn't like that, maybe you didn't want to go that route, so this actually is more closed in, unless you don't want it to be, in which case you drop these 2 zippers, fold it down. You can hear the 2 magnets catch right here. So now this guy's going to open, and now we're looking familiar. Now we're looking like the SITKA toolbox and tool bucket of old. That ability to drop things down in, you'll be able to feel this padding in here. It's much more sturdy than the old pack was. So you're going to have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big elastic compartments. I've got grunt tube in this one, and this big netted area here. I've got my dead downwind field wipes, I've got my cleaning knife, and I've got a saw down in there, a bone saw. In this outer compartment here, we're going to have a small mesh cargo outer compartment. I have gloves and face mask right in there. And in the primary cargo bay of this guy, I'm going to have bigger stuff like binos, and I'll eventually have some clothing and whatnot in there. The mesh on this outer piece here is also camoed. Easy to open up. You can drop whatever you need to down in there, and this guy is going to stay nice and secure just like this. Super cool the way that they actually thought this out. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in the room when they were drawing this guy out. I love how the magnetic strip stays, so if you tilt this pack, that outer zipper stays down. Nothing's going to happen to it. Nothing's going to fall out. If you don't want it like that, if you want to really pack stuff in, don't worry about things spilling out on the sides. That's kind of what I ran into with the old pack. Just bring this guy up, pull the zipper, and now you have more of a contained pack if you want to really stuff some clothes down into it. Let's see if I have anything handy. So here we have the new 2020 Stratus vest in blaze orange. I'm gonna run this guy right down in here, pack it up, no issues. Lock him up. Instead of having to do the bungee to stretch this guy all the way up, it just is gonna come in here nice and conveniently, pack up, pull down. In here we are at nice and snug. We do have zippers that go down on the sides, so if you do, the old one you could zipper it all the way around. Every time you turn the corner on it, it was always a pain in the butt. At least this one is just going to go down quarter way down the sides, which is all you need. Now this pack is, everything's in it, nothing's coming out, so it's nice and secure. It looks more like an actual hiking pack. I can't wait to use this guy. So in this pack right now, we have our saw, we have our knife, we have our orange vest, our Stratus orange vest, we have binos, we have everything that we need. Throw in a thermocell and we're ready to go. Super pumped about this pack. Definitely try it out, and hope you guys enjoy. So I told you guys it would get into this top compartment right here. We have the two mesh compartments that you have your small stuff in. And I told you guys that we would get to this top compartment in a second, and that there were a couple of bungees down here at the bottom. So what SITKA has added to this guy is, we can go ahead and get these two up if we want. What SITKA has added is an orange drapery here for your pack. So you can actually, as you walk out of the woods, I always found it a little disturbing, especially rifle hunting on public land, that I put my orange vest on and then I throw my pack on over it and I walk away, and you know, really limits what you can see. So this is actually going to drape around the pack, and there are pieces of bungee on 3 corners of the pack, and you will be able to, give me 1 second, sorry about that. You will actually be able to drape this over the pack as you walk out of the woods. All about safety, being a husband and a father of 2, and just anybody in general, last thing I want to do is get shot. So the more we can keep people safe in the woods, the better. SITKA's moved more of their whitetail stuff towards having blaze orange on it this year, and I'm super stoked about that. So this is a great addition. I'm assuming that we're going to have the same feature on the cargo box, but on the tool bucket, you're going to be able to drape orange over it, especially during gun season. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed my quick rundown and unboxing of the 2020 SITKA Tool Bucket. This thing is super cool. It's kind of a shame that this came out the same time as the tool belt, because I don't want to have to fight between them which one I use. But in late season, this is definitely going to be the ticket. I'm definitely going to be using this as a carry-on bag whenever I make flights, especially when I'm deer hunting. Tool Bucket is going to come in at $249, so it's about in the same range as the old pack. The cargo box comes in, I want to say maybe at $399. I may be wrong about that. Give me 2 seconds. No, I'm right. The cargo box is going to come in at $399. It's going to be the version where you're going to be able to take the internal frame pack off. It's going to be an additional 400 cubic inches of storage space, so it's a much bigger pack. I don't have it. Looks like it holds a ton. I don't need all that. So make sure you like and subscribe down below. Make sure you hit us up on social media, Facebook, Instagram. I'd love to chat with you guys. I'm going to be packing this guy in and out, doing videos to see what all it can hold. Be sure to use promo code FSReview at DixieFalco.com and PacificFalco.com for 15% off. And we will see you guys next time.